Coast Nation, Sanbonan Buffet, welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, I will be giving you some latest updates. I do have some breaking news, and also we do have to talk about Aubrey Mathibe, which is a former Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper turned goalkeeper coach, and yeah, there's a lot of criticism when it comes to him, which I do understand, and I will explain why I say I do understand the frustration of a lot of fans, but it is a process, and we will be talking about it. Now, starting off with the players. Currently, the transfer window, or it's still going to be opened or what, I do not know, but so far teams have started signing players, and so far since Ivuliwe, for me, especially for me, I feel like that Ivuliwe, Kaizer Chiefs have only secured one player, and that player is a free agent from Eastern Bush FC. Not to say that Thabo Mloisane is a bad player, I'm not going to say that, but all I can say is Kaizer Chiefs have missed out on 4 potential signings of bringing them to Naturena, and we all know this is how they operate. Now, recently we've just been given an update by Austin Lehlobololo saying in those breaking news, we do have a player called Utawa Matoho. Now, I'm kidding. That is not his name. It is Leonard Mathebula. He's nicknamed Matoho. So obviously we are expecting to get performances like Eric Tawa Matoho Bafetu. It is likely possible because according to the report, he's very talented, and Kaizer Chiefs wanted to sign him. He's definitely also a center back, same as Eric Tawa Matoho Bafetu. And Mangembega, so far from the videos and photos, he does look a bit tall, so makes sense why Kaizer Chiefs wanted to sign this center back. But unfortunately, the bad news is already has been signed by a different club. And I know, guys, we've been speaking on the group chat, Lapayana go Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, you guys were defending, Kaizer Chiefs, the club, saying Uti, as much as the club is not getting the players that they want. So far, 4 players we have missed out on. And I'm not gonna say for me, because I feel like whenever we get stories about players wanting to come to the club and then the move being blocked, we tend to feel like each and everywhere that's your corner, that is the case, and we tend to defend. It's not each and everywhere that we go. Sometimes as the club we have to take responsibility because we do not offer proper proper evaluation of the players. As long as Tinama City spent 5 million, if a player is 6 million or 7 million, we're not going to buy that player, which I feel like it is a big problem from our side, and it does make matters a lot more different because we are not a team that is usually prepared to risk it when it comes to players. But yes, we do sometimes say, okay, we will sign the player, but then you find it's already late. For example, I will make an example with players like Elias Mkwana, Kanyisa Mayo, Jobandaya Muvile. There's few other players that we did not get to sign because we were a bit too late. And initially, we just had to say, Nai, Emal, and then start a player, but then we decide, okay, we will come back, and then when we come back already it's a bit too late. So this guy will be joining Leonard Mathebula will be joining TS Galaxy because the president of TS Galaxy decided, you know what, I'm not gonna wait for this player to be taken. He's just 24 years old in terms of Iminyara, talented center back. He just decided, I'm going to take him, and he did exactly that. So as I'm speaking with you, Umfana is going to TS Galaxy. I'm not sure when they are going to announce him, but it is something. And also we are being told that Kaizer Chiefs were prepared to take him with to Germany for a preseason. So definitely you can see how serious they were about signing this player. Unfortunately, boom, so right now, why do I say we have lost about 4 players? Well, I'm gonna count Utawa, which is Mathebula. I'm going to count to Neo Rapu has been signed by Orlando Pirates. I'm going to sign Sianda Ndlovu. Nai has been signed by Orlando Pirates. That's 3 already. And then also the 4th player, Matuludi. We know that he's expected to come back and join Orlando Pirates if that is the case. But then we do understand when it comes to Polokwane City and Kaizer Chiefs, we do not have a very good working relationship in terms of signing players, and it's gonna be proof and proof and proof again and again. With the Polokwane City, I do understand, but also you have to think about it. There are players who have buyout clauses. Why is Kaizer Chiefs not activating those clauses? I don't know. But there was someone who tried to convince me. I think WhatsApp, I'm not too sure what we were talking about, but then that is fine. All I can say is I still don't remember Kaizer Chiefs activating a buyout clause for a player. It's always us teams activating from our players, understand? So that's 4 players that we have lost, and all of those players we do know that Kaizer were interested. They were interested in Ndlovu, they were interested in Rapu, they even tabled an offer, and also they were interested in Utabang Matuludi for the past 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, and now he's gone, same as Oswin Apolis. And those 2 players, I do believe they are playing in a club that they do not want to play for, which is Orlando Pirates. But at the end of the day, hey, Southini Kaizer Chiefs price. So that's all we can say when it comes to the club. But for me, honestly, I feel like Kaizer Chiefs can do a lot more better when it comes to signings. We can try to find a strategy or a workaround in order to sign players. Not this thing which we always going to complain what the player is expensive, the player is this and this and that, but completely pricey. What. Yes, guys, it's been there. They've spoken about it. I believe the agent of Oswin Apolis, which is Lance David, he even said no, the evaluation of the player did not make any sense, you understand. But I did tell you guys, Uti, the chairman didn't want the player to join Kaizer Chiefs. He said when you are living here, you're going straight to Orlando Pirates, which is something I don't know what we have against the chairman of Polokwane City, but definitely he doesn't like us, and apparently he's I'm not gonna say. And then we jump to Umchitalapana Aubrey Mathibe, which is he is a former Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper. A lot of you do not know him as much. He was there during the 1996 to he was there from 1999 to 2006, and yeah, despite all of this, currently there's been reports according to Kaizer Chiefs, they are looking to add him as the goalkeeper coach to the technical staff, Sake Fernando de Cruz. Now, the reason why I feel like Kaizer Chiefs thinks this makes a lot of sense is because, number one, they feel like he is someone who is South African, and also he's been with the club like for the longest time. Yes, Upumile, so leso sikhathi zango 2006, I don't know where he went, but then he got back in 2022. He was part of the goalkeeping department. For the senior team, currently I can say Jomoba Izolo, the team got back to the training. He's been there as on interim basis. I mean to say, he's been there on interim basis, same as coach Lapana or Dylan Shepherd, because yesterday he was the one who was leading in terms of the coaching and stuff until the head coach can arrive to assume the jobs and everything else. I don't know, probably is busy with signings, is looking at players. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you, but let's wait and see. Definitely that is the case. So Aubrey Mathibe, sorry guys, Aubrey Mathibe, he is a goalkeeper coach that is being recommended by Kaizer Chiefs, but then Fernando de Cruz did also recommend his own goalkeeper coach. So it's possible they will sign that goalkeeper coach that is recommended by coach Fernando de Cruz. But if things do not go according to the plan, then definitely we have to forget about it, and maybe this guy will be the next goalkeeper coach for the senior team, not on interim basis but as officially. So all of that remains to be seen by Fetu, and they will make announcements in terms of that. But now moving on, also something that I feel like most of you are not happy about is the fact that as much as he was a goalkeeper for the club, a lot of you are not happy about him, and I do understand why, guys, because you look at goalkeepers like Brian Baloyi, who was obviously performing, Ronwen Fernandez, Emil Baron, and then Naige Itu Melenkune. All those goalkeepers came first or ahead of Umji Rapana, Aubrey Mathibe. So it is quite difficult to say, okay, yeah, guys, let's bring this guy in and then he become our goalkeeper coach. A lot of you have been asking, why are we not bringing goalkeepers like Otumile Nkune? And for me, I feel like with those other ones, we do have to also understand that there's a possibility they're not interested in coaching as a whole, because you can see this guy Aubrey decided, you know what, I'm going back home and I will try to be a goalkeeper coach. Maybe I will produce some stars. I'm not saying Dumelo Nkuna would not be interested in this job, but I do believe he was offered, if I'm not mistaken, back then. But other than that, also it depends on whether the club, they do want you to perform those duties, and also as an individual, do you agree or do you want to perform those duties? So for now, that's all I can say from me, guys. You will let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like the video, and also don't forget to help us, reach at least, or help me reach at least 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. But don't forget to like and the bell notification. Thank you so much. I will see you later on with something new, hopefully. Peace.